Arsenal handed Julian Alvarez boost as Barcelona include Victor Gyökeres replacement in striker shortlist. Potentially good news for Arsenal as Mikel Arteta looks to bolster his attacking options. Arsenal may have been handed a boost in their pursuit of Julian Alvarez, with Barcelona considering potential alternatives. Alvarez, who reported back to Atletico Madrid this week after representing Argentina at the World Cup, has been Barcelona's top transfer target all summer, with the player having repeatedly voiced his desire to move to the Camp Nou. I spoke with the people at Atletico who I needed to speak with. I think the best thing for everyone is a transfer. I want to fulfill my dream. However, Atletico continue to insist that Alvarez striker is not for sale, and especially not to a rival in La Liga. It would appear that Barcelona have finally got the message. Amid reports they are looking at other options in the event that Atletico do not change their stance on the 26-year-old. With Ferran Torres set to join Paris Saint-Germain, Robert Lewandowski already gone, and Rooney Barghi successfully undergoing surgery for a ruptured anterior cruciate ligament in his right knee, Barca look short of options in attack. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, the La Liga champion striker shortlist includes Sporting CP frontman Luis Suarez, who was the replacement for Victor Gyökeres after he moved to Arsenal last summer. The Colombia international is said to have an €80 million 68.3M release clause in his Sporting contract, though Barca will only consider making a move from next week if the Alvarez deal is still off. It remains to be seen if the door could yet be opened for Arsenal, with manager Mikel Arteta keen to add another dimension to his attack before the summer transfer window closes. That said, Atletico's official stance is that Alvarez will be staying put. The situation is very clear, Diego Simeone told reporters. The club took a decision which Miguel Angel explained well. We are very happy with Julian. From the sporting side of things, we will help him keep growing and improving, so that he can give us what he has given us over these 2 years at the club so far, which was a mountain of things. Arsenal get Julian Alvarez update as striker left out of Atletico Madrid squad. Arsenal remain interested in signing Atletico Madrid striker Julian Alvarez, who is now back in training with his current club. Arsenal transfer target Julian Alvarez has been left out of Atletico Madrid squad for their penultimate friendly against Marseille ahead of the new La Liga season. The Argentina international returned to training with Atletico earlier this week following his extended break after the World Cup, and speculation regarding his future continues to swirl. However, Atletico's decision to leave him out is centered around his lack of fitness, not his future. Marcos Llorente, Alex Bina both won the World Cup with Spain, and Juan Musso, Argentina are also missing as they are all slowly rebuilding their fitness. The latest regarding Alvarez's future is that Barcelona have slowly lost hope that a transfer is possible. That could, however, prove to be a boost for Arsenal, as if Alvarez still decides he wants out, Atletico would prefer to sell abroad and not to a direct rival. Alvarez's agent Fernando Hidalgo was spotted at the club's facilities this week, while the player is said to have been keen to speak personally with boss Diego Simeone. The former Manchester City man's price tag also remains an issue, and there are now suggestions Arsenal have loosely discussed a move for Galatasaray striker Victor Osimhen instead. Arsenal have the financial muscle to launch a big money move for an attacker this window, but it remains to be seen whether they can execute something because of the complex landscape. Mikel Arteta made this clear to Football London on Wednesday evening when we asked the Spaniard if he was satisfied with the club's recruitment work so far this summer. He said, "There is more that we want to do, because every time we have an opportunity to improve the squad and bring more quality and depth, we need to do that. We're actively trying to do so. The thing is, in the market, it doesn't just depend on you, and we're very clear on that. The will and the desire of the club is unquestionable, but we cannot promise that we're going to do it because it doesn't only depend on us." Alvarez has his heart set on a transfer to Barcelona, so even if Arsenal are able to strike a deal with Atletico, it appears they would also need to convince the player to return to England.